Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie.the.cosmic.sailor and I help guide those on a journey of self-discovery. So today we are asking the question, what has the universe been trying to tell me? So we're getting messages from the universe. We have 3 groups to choose from today. Whichever group you feel drawn to the most, that's most likely your reading. If you feel drawn to more than one group, that's totally okay. That just means you have more than one message here today. So the first group is going to be this deck of cards with the Labradorite necklace. Group number 2 is going to be this stack of cards with the 5 pieces of Howlite. Group number 3 is going to be this stack of cards with the black Obsidian. So feel free to pause the video and take some time to meditate on the piles. I will have the timestamps linked down below, that way you can click straight to your reading, and I will see you in your groups. Bye! Hello, if you chose pile number 1 with the Labradorite necklace, this is your reading. So the first thing that I was feeling, I was almost seeing the, I think it's called the Heart of Tafiti in Moana whenever I was connecting with your group's energy. So I feel one strong message that the universe may have been trying to tell you is to follow your heart. And there also could be significant or meaningful messages in the movie Moana for you as well. And I'm also, when connecting with the energy of Moana, I'm feeling this message that you may be doing something differently or going against the grain or doing something unconventional or non-traditional. That's something that's also coming through. And I feel like no matter what people say around you or what's going on around you, the universe really is telling you to follow your heart. But we're going to go ahead and look at your cards and see what's coming through. So we have the bat with the element of air. I feel like the universe could be encouraging you to laugh or smile as well. That's not something that I normally get with the bat, but I was seeing 2 things. One of them was that little girl, she says like, it's freaking bats. And then also just somebody saying, look at those sky puppies. And so I feel like you could maybe have a sense of humor, or the universe is really asking you to find your sense of humor. Let's see what else we have. So we have the potato dragon with support. We have the parrot spirit with the number 45, watch your words, and number 45 reduces to the number 9. I'm going to put this like right over here. And we have I choose to learn through love. And I just saw 222 on the clock timer. And we have 3 tarot cards. So we have the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. So you could be asking about career. That's something that's coming through. This may have to pertain to your career, about what career you want to do, which is interesting. Let's see what else we have. So we have family, number 23. And we have this person with the rainbow colored hair here. So I'm getting several messages. With this rainbow colored hair, I'm thinking of the Pride flag, which at the time of filming it is Pride Month. But with the support here as well, I feel like whatever it is you want to pursue or do, the universe has been telling you that you will receive support whether you think you will or not. And I'm also getting this strong message of asking for forgiveness rather than permission. You may be the type of person who wants approval before you do things or take action or take steps in certain directions. This may have something to do with childhood, or maybe you had a very strict family or something like this. Also like a conventional family or a very like traditional or conservative family is something that's also coming through. And if you've been wanting to do something or pursue something, I feel the universe has been trying to tell you that you will receive support whenever you do or pursue this thing. And it's interesting that we have I choose to learn through love here, because I feel like you may be giving into fear when it comes to making your decisions and not doing something because you may be afraid of how it will be perceived. But your spirit guides and the universe have been trying to tell you that when you learn through love and when you follow your heart, you're always on the right path and you're always taking steps in your highest and best good is something that's coming through. I want to look at the bat because I can't remember exactly. I know the bat talks about rebirth, so this could have to do with maybe changing your identity or the way the world perceives you. I feel this strong, almost like privacy or secrecy type energy with this group. And I feel like you may have had something that you've been wanting to get off your chest or say. And I feel like the universe is saying, be careful about the things you say, but also don't be afraid to express yourself, especially when you express yourself through the lens of love. Let's look at the bat really quick. I have to find it. Okay. So I'll hold this up while I read it. So the bat says darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. And I do want to say your spirit guides in the universe are saying that it may feel scary, because when we think about death, a lot of people say, oh, death, that's just transformation, that's just rebirth, that just means change. But it can be very scary, and there can also be a feeling of grief or a processing of letting go of something that used to be of comfort to you. But when you focus more on the new beginning, on the excitement of becoming something new or embracing something new, that's where it almost like provides a sort of like salve or balm or almost a sort of healing to letting go of something and transforming. So it says, before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows us to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. So to bring this energy into balance, watch the sunrise. When out of balance, refuses to let go or reminisces. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. So I feel the universe really has been encouraging you to accept, adapt, and adjust, which is interesting that that's coming through. And we have with family and support here, it's like you will have, this could be your actual family or a chosen family who will be with you through this process of letting go and embracing something new. And I feel like you will be loved and you will be accepted for whatever it is you're trying to embrace, which is really interesting. And I feel like you may be going through some sort of change, significant change in your life. Specifically, I'm seeing career. That's something that's coming through. So it's like when you get a new job and you leave an old job, it's kind of scary, because you don't know how the people at your new job are going to like you, and you may be afraid of letting go of old connections that you had in a previous job. But it's like your spirit guides and the universe are telling you that you're going to be supportive, and it's almost like I'm seeing it's like you may be asking the question yes or no, but the universe is saying better. So whatever it is that you're, questioning or wanting to know about, your spirit guides and the universe are saying the answer to your question is better than what you expect or think. The Two of Swords here talks about indecision. I feel like the universe has been trying to tell you this message of embrace what is for you and let go of what is no longer for you. With this Two of Swords here, I'm seeing somebody in a place of, it's like being pulled in two directions, and so you're not moving in either direction. It's like they're showing me this image of tug of war. And when people are playing tug of war, it's like they're both pulling really hard. It's like they're both pulling really hard in both directions, but it's not moving toward a direction. It's just kind of staying in the middle. Staying stagnant is something that's coming through. I feel like the universe may have been trying to present you with certain opportunities with the Ace of Pentacles here, or maybe trying to show you new ways of looking at things. I also feel this message with family here. If you've been thinking about connecting with your family or communicating something to your family, I feel like the universe has been encouraging this. And it's interesting that we have this like heart on this person's hand. And it's like, I feel like when you come at this conversation from a place of love, it will be well received. I feel like you may think that people don't know what you're going through, or you may think that people won't understand where you're coming from, but I feel like the universe is saying that they do understand. And it's like this conversation, it's interesting. I feel like there could be a certain conversation or a communication that you've been trying to express to somebody. And your spirit guides and the universe are saying when you come at it from a place of love, it creates this almost like growth, this deepening within a connection as well. I feel like the universe also has been encouraging you to maybe let go of some sort of burden or this feeling like you have to carry the weight of the world. I feel like you guys could maybe resonate with being like an older sibling, or maybe a Capricorn as well is something that's coming through, but I feel like you guys have this sort of responsibility that you feel you have not only to yourself, but to the people around you. You may be some sort of leader figure, or you may perceive yourself as being in charge, or, carrying all this weight. I feel like the universe has been maybe encouraging you to seek support or ask for help. And they're saying there is people around you who want to help carry the weight. And the only thing that's stopping you from, releasing this is this idea that you can't. And so when you release this idea that you can, when you accept this idea that you can receive help, you can receive support, you can receive guidance from other people, it's almost like things begin to open. And I'm hearing that song from Encanto, the oldest sister, I believe. I think it's like called Pressure or something. And she sings, pressure like a drip, 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 that'll never stop. Whoa. Pressure that'll tip, 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 till you just go pop. Whoa, oh. Give it to your sister's older. Give her all the heavy things we can't shoulder. And so I feel this, like, you may have been this, like, archetype in your family of being the person who bears all the weight or carries the burdens, or, is expected to do certain things or be responsible for certain people. And I feel the universe has been telling you to release this identity, release this part of yourself. And it all comes down to you, is what the universe is saying. It all comes down to if you want to let this go or not. You are the one in control. Really interesting. And this may even just be, you know, communicating to people or communicating to somebody, you know, I feel like I'm carrying the weight. I feel like I'm, you know, doing all these things. Can I please get some help? And with this image here, I do feel like it will be well received. And I feel like you have more people rooting for you than you may think is something that's also coming through. I'm going to take a drink of my tea really quick. It's interesting because I feel like the universe is saying you are a very strong person, and this may be something that you pride yourself on, but it may be, it's like nothing in excess is what the universe is saying. And, you know, it's good to be responsible and it's good to care for others, but when you do it in excess, it can then lead you to feeling burnt out. It can lead you to feeling resentment for the people that you do help. I also feel if you've been thinking about getting into therapy, I feel like the universe is encouraging this as well. And I feel like you could maybe be kind of stuck in maybe analysis paralysis or overthinking things, and the universe really wants you to get out of your head is something that's coming through, because the Suit of Swords is all about mental stuff. It's all about your brain, what's going on mentally. And because the Two of Swords talks about indecision, it's like, you know, and in the Rider-Waite Two of Swords, she's blindfolded. It's like she can't see which way to go because she's stuck in her head. And so I feel like the universe really has been trying to tell you, you know, you can get out of your head. I feel like journaling, talking to people is something that the universe is encouraging of you, and letting these thoughts out, releasing these thoughts. Whether that's, you know, actually telling somebody, or this could just be journaling, writing in your notes. So we're going to end with flipping through this mindfulness book, and we're going to get a quote for you from the universe. And I also feel like the universe, with this message of I choose to learn through love coming through, the universe is saying we're all learning as we go. Nobody knows anything, and so the idea of failure is only an illusion. When we think we fail at something, we're looking at it from the wrong perspective. Failure is an opportunity for growth. Let's see. Please get something for pile 1. Okay, so we have August 8th and August 9th. These could be significant days for you. Feel free to screenshot this as well. But this side says, today I will not be overwhelmed by panic. Panic will take my mind off my goals. It's normal to feel panic, but I simply feel it and let it go. I can get back on track by treading water until I regain my composure. I relax and know that all is well. And then we have tune into beauty. Take a moment to notice beauty around you. There's beauty in every home, street, office, and in that person sitting opposite you at the table. Beauty comes in many forms, so pick something you find beautiful, tune fully into it, and simply enjoy and appreciate the moment. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, and we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you again, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye. Hello, if you chose pile number 2 with the white howlite, this is your reading. So I feel like you guys are already very connected to the universe. Whenever I was shuffling your cards just kept like flying out. And also, I feel like you understand this idea that we are all connected to each other, that we are not separate. And The universe is also telling me to tell you something that I heard the other day. It was somebody speaking on TikTok, and they were saying that, we think that the universe, or we think that everything is outside of ourselves. We think that we are separate from everything else. But when we understand that we perceive everything through our own eyes, through the lens, of our own perception, of our own brain, nothing can be outside of us. Everything is experienced within us. Very interesting that that's coming through. I also feel if you've been feeling called to travel, I feel the universe has been encouraging you to take a trip. And I also feel the number 5 could be significant for you. You could be seeing 555. I just saw 115 on the clock timer. So that could be significant for you. You could resonate with being a life path 5, or maybe you were born in May, or on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd. Let's go ahead and look at your cards. So we have the dragonfly. We have rewards. Rewards. I feel the universe may have been trying to send you a gift. That's something that's coming through. This could be a physical gift. This could be a gift in something that somebody says to you, a gift of knowledge, a gift of a learning experience. A travel opportunity is something that keeps coming through. And I just listed 5 things. 5 is so significant for this group. I just saw 2222 on the clock timer. I feel like the universe may have also been encouraging you to connect more to your 5 senses. You may have been feeling really called to, eat certain things, wear certain things, look at certain things. Just such a strong connection to the 5 senses here. We have wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. And then we have the number 13, 6 plus 67 reduces to 13, which reduces to 4. We have energy flows where my intention goes. And we have almost this like geometry up here. So the universe may have been trying to show you things through sacred geometry. Also, I'm hearing crop circles as well. Let's see what else we have. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Hermit with the number 9. We have the 3 of Cups. Interesting that we have the Hermit and the 3 of Cups here, because these are almost kind of opposite energies. Let's see what else we have. So we have number 24, flow like water. And this person just like swimming. If you've been feeling called to swim or travel to the ocean, I feel like the universe has been encouraging you to do so. I feel like you guys could be very powerful manifestors. The universe is saying you're a master manifester. Anything that you want, you can have. You just have to set your intention toward it and start taking steps toward it. And because we have the 7 of Pentacles here, I find this is often something that master manifestors struggle with, which is patience. So I feel the universe may have been encouraging you to be more patient, especially when it comes to the things you are manifesting. And it's interesting, we have flow like water here. And water is very, it's almost like it has no purpose, but it's very powerful. It's almost like this slow and steady type energy as well, where it's like your spirit guides are calling me to tell you, there was like a metaphor or analogy or something that I heard about water, and how a waterfall, like falling on a rock, almost seems like it has no threat, or like it's not going to do anything over time, and people may, you know, kind of dismiss it. But over time, the water that falls on the rock can, you know, reduce it to literally sand. But it takes time. I feel like time is of the essence is something that's coming through, that the universe may have been trying to tell you, that divine timing is playing a part in whatever it is you're trying to manifest. And the universe is also saying time flies when we're having fun. And with the Three of Cups here, this is all about having fun and connecting with other people. And specifically other people who are in a feeling of self-love is something that's coming through. So the universe really is saying kind of stay away from energy vampires, but really connect with people who, you know, bring a sense of joy and fun and lightheartedness to things. Because I feel like you have this energy where you can bring joy and fun and lightheartedness to things. And when you're around other people like this, the universe is saying collaboration. So it's like you could almost manifest things faster when you're in the energy of fun. And you can almost have this feeling of joy faster when you're around other people who are also in this energy of joy. But I feel with the Hermit being here, you could maybe be being encouraged to remember balance in all things. And you could also, maybe you know about the laws of Hermeticism, or you've been, you know, reading about them or researching them. But I feel like a lot of them really point to this idea of balance within duality, you know, as above, so below, that there's two genders within everything, male and female within everything, you know, as within, so without. What's going on inside me is also what I'm experiencing on the outside. And it's this idea of finding balance within this, you know, extreme polarity or extreme duality. And that's something that we have here. So at times I feel like you may want to really go within, and the universe is saying this is not a bad thing. When you feel like you are wanting to stay in, or wanting to, you know, be in your own little hermit bubble or in your own little cave and do what it is you want to do, that's not bad. But your spirit guides in the universe are saying nothing in excess. So it's like finding this balance between, you know, having fun and celebrating with people. The universe is saying drink and be merry. So maybe going out, drinking, hanging out with people, that's a good thing, but it can be bad whenever it's in excess. So I feel like finding this sense of balance is something that the universe may have been trying to tell you, specifically when it comes to being by yourself and being with other people. And then we have the dragonfly here, and the dragonfly is about the illusion of the mind. I want to look at it in the book, actually. It is air energy. Okay, so the dragonfly says Master of Light, Illusion, and the Mind. Let's see if it'll focus. Okay, so the dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. To bring this energy into balance, focus on the breath. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, and magical. So the universe may have been encouraging you to meditate, and I feel like that goes hand in hand with energy flows where my intention goes. And when you're very clear about what it is you want, you can then begin to take steps toward that thing. But if you're just kind of letting your mind run frantic and you're manifesting out of this energy of grasping or needing or trying to pull something to you, the thing that you receive may not be what it is you actually want. And I feel like with this flow like water here, I feel like the universe could have also been encouraging you to connect with the energy of water. This could be actually maybe going to a lake, a river, the ocean, or listening to the sounds of the ocean, listening to the sounds of the river, or rainstorms, or even taking a bath, taking a shower, drinking more water, connecting with the energy of water. I feel water is very significant here because I believe dragonflies are like born in water or something, and then they hatch out of water. And we had that message here about, seeing things clearly, and the universe is showing me an image of somebody, messing with some water, and it's like the water is just bubbly, it's frothy, it's very unclear. But when you take your hand out and you allow the water to settle, then things can become clear. So I feel like the universe has been encouraging you to almost yield to certain ideas, thoughts, or beliefs, and not necessarily go and try to change them or force your agenda or force a way of being. And I feel like the universe really has been trying to encourage you into this energy of softening and yielding. And that's kind of how meditation works as well, is when we yield to the thoughts that are coming in and we don't try to fight them or try to say, no, that's not true, this is true. It's like when we do that, we create more, dis-ease, or we create more, bubbles in the water. We just really have to, take our energy out of the equation and, let the water kind of do its thing, and slowly but surely it begins to settle. It's interesting that that's coming through. I feel like you guys have this energy of being some sort of teacher, some sort of mentor, or maybe you've been feeling called to teach or mentor. And that was something that I was picking up in the beginning as well. I forgot to mention that whenever I was kind of channeling your group's energy. The universe was saying that nobody has all the answers. We are all only human. We all have egos. We all have shadow sides. Nobody's perfect. There will never be a perfect time for you to, share your ideas. It all just, you just kind of have to take it as it comes. And this idea that nobody is perfect was coming through. I feel like you guys are meant to be some sort of teacher or mentor or leader. And that's why I feel turn knowledge into wisdom is here, because knowledge is what we learn, but wisdom is how we act on what we learn, act on what we know. And it's interesting that the wolf is here because wolf is all about community, tribes, connecting with other energies. Wolves live in community. There's no there is such thing as the lone wolf, and that may be something that you may struggle with at times, is feeling like a lone wolf. But the universe is really encouraging you to connect with other people. And with the number 4 being here, I feel like the universe could also be encouraging you to build a community. And I've never seen this movie, but it's coming into my head right now, where it's like these people are standing in the middle of a field, and somebody tells them, they're like, build the field and they will come. And so it's like, I feel like the universe may have been encouraging you to build a community or share your ideas, share your perspective, and the people who need to hear the messages that you're delivering will come. I feel almost this message of releasing control as well. And I feel like this is something that master manifestors also struggle with, is like, because you have such this strong ability to achieve and, reap rewards and get the things that you want in life, it can be hard to release control and understand divine timing, and that some things aren't meant for you, or they're meant to come at a certain time. Is a message that I feel like the universe has been trying to let you know. Flow like water, I feel like could be a really good affirmation for you. I flow like water. I go with the flow. And I also feel turtle spirit, like the turtle animal here. So that could be one of your spirit guides, the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. Really interesting. I feel such the strong message that the universe may have been trying to tell you to be patient, to release control, to trust, have faith. We're going to go ahead and draw a message for you out of this mindfulness book. Please get a message from the universe for pile number 2. Okay. So we have Osho and Emily Dickinson. These could be significant thought leaders that the universe may be encouraging you to look into. We have April 22nd and April 23rd could be significant days. So this one says, if you clean the floor with love, you have given the world an invisible painting, and forever is composed of nows. So with these coming through, I feel the universe may have been really urging you to get into the present moment, to come back into the present moment. And that's also something that meditation helps you do as well, is release these ideas of what the past should have been, or how the future should be, or where I'm going to be, or what I'm going to do tomorrow. And it really just asks you to accept where you are in this present moment. And I feel that could be something that the universe has been trying to tell you as well. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, and we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye. Hello, if you chose pile number 3 with the black obsidian, this is your reading, messages from the universe. So something that I was picking up with this group's energy, I feel like you guys may have been doing some shadow work, or the universe may have been encouraging you to do some shadow work. And the universe was saying, if you want to know what your shadow traits are, look to other people and the things that you don't like about them, the behaviors or actions that you don't like about the things they do. These are part of your shadow. And I was also getting a message of mirroring with this pile, so there could be people in your environment who may be mirroring your shadow. And I feel like this may be something, it's almost kind of like a repetition or a cycle or something, some type of sort of pattern that's been going on that the universe may have been encouraging you to release or let go of. And I was also seeing the movie Alice in Wonderland, and also the movie, I think it's called, give me one second, I have to look it up. It's like Mimsy. If you know what movie it is, let me know down below, because I don't have my phone right here, but it's about the rabbit. I think it's called like Where's Mimsy or something. It's like a rabbit that's from a different world that has like a portal or something, and it's trying to heal its home planet, and there's this little girl that's like really connected to the rabbit. I can't remember, but I feel like that movie would be significant for you. Mimsy, Where's Mimsy? Something like that. I can't remember. But let's go ahead and look at your cards. So we have the owl. I feel like this group could resonate with being a starseed. That's something that's coming through. Or maybe your soul has had more lifetimes in other planets, other galaxies than this one, or than on Earth. We have fun. Eggplant dragon. We have the number 23, Spirit has your back, and I just saw 2, 3, 4 on the clock timer. Move this down. We have, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. And with this card coming out, I was hearing only good things happen to me. The only thing that exists is love. Let's look at your tarot cards. So we have the World with number 21. We have Judgment with number 20. And then we have the Lovers with number 6. And you guys actually are the only group that got all major arcana cards. So I feel like the universe may have been trying to deliver some sort of big message or big revelation, or this may have been something that you've been receiving messages for a while. I feel like this has to do with really big shifts, really big changes, especially in your perception, and also especially in your perception about yourself. Because the owl talks about seeing things clearly, and the owl also talks about hidden gifts, hidden talents, and hidden potential. And then we have Be Still. I feel like you may be feeling called to do yoga. That's something that's coming through. Also just meditation. Be still. I also feel this strong message. The universe may have been encouraging you to trust your intuition and trust the messages that you receive. I feel like this group could also resonate with maybe being a channel, being very connected to the universe, being able to channel information, really strong connection to your guides as well, a very strong connection to spirit. And so I feel like the universe is kind of saying you already have all the answers within. You just kind of need to sit in silence, sit in meditation, sit with yourself, and trust what comes through. And we have this person, it's like the angel calling the horn toward this person. I feel like the universe really is asking you to follow your calling, follow where you're being called, and to trust in the decisions and the choices that you make. Really interesting. Also with the World here, if you've been feeling called to travel, I feel the universe is encouraging this as well. And I feel like there's almost some sort of completion or ending of a cycle that's coming through. This could be with that message of shadow work coming through. This could maybe be the end of doing a bunch of shadow work, specifically because we have fun here. And a lot of times after we do this shadow work, after we do a lot of purging, a lot of releasing, it almost allows us to feel very light in our bodies and embrace the fun that's all around. It's like coming out of a dark cave. You could also resonate with maybe coming out of a dark night of the soul, embracing the light. And we had this message, I will always be guided back to the light. And the universe is saying the light is your state of being. It's who you are inherently. The shadow is just something that covers the light. But when we can see beyond the shadow, we can see the light. We can see our true essence. We can see who it is we're meant to be. And the universe is also encouraging you to maybe look back into childhood, how you were as a child. And the universe is saying the way you saw the world as a child is almost like so pure, so innocent that that's who you are on a soul level. Really interesting. I feel like your message is very clear from the universe to trust yourself, trust the universe, trust where you're being led, trust where you're being called, trust in your gifts and abilities, in your potential, and know that spirit has your back, the universe has your back. What it is you want, the universe wants for you. Who it is you want to be, what you want to achieve, how you want to be perceived in the world, the universe wants this for you as well. And I'm hearing be still and know that you are love. I'm also getting this strong message that with this group resonating, if you resonate with being a starseed or your soul originating from a different place, I feel like you guys may have had some sort of bullying or some sort of people projecting things onto you, and maybe at a point in time you accepted that as who you were. But your spirit guides really love you and they love your energy. The universe almost has this protective bubble around you. And I feel like you were able to see things in a certain way. And I feel like you were also able to see things through other people's perspectives. I feel like this group could be very empathetic. And the universe is saying don't attach your identity in how other people perceive you, is something that's coming through as well. And I feel with that message of travel coming through, when you can go outside of where you normally are, it's almost like you can see how big the world is and how small we are in comparison. And it's almost, I feel the universe really has been encouraging this perspective shift, maybe for a while, of seeing yourself through the lens of love, of seeing yourself as this bright, beautiful, brilliant star, remembering to have fun and play and be joyful because happiness is your birthright, is what the universe is saying. Happiness is your birthright. And a lot of times, especially if we do a lot of shadow work, we do have to balance that shadow work out with being in light and love and play and having fun, because we can, as humans, we can tend to do things in excess and we can tend to get lost in the dark and lost in the shadow. And, the shadow is part of us, yes, but so is the light. And when we do a lot of shadow work, we can then think, I am only my shadow, I am only these bad things, I am only these bad qualities. But the universe sees you as this light, this loving child. And I feel like the universe really has been calling you to see yourself like this as well, and see yourself through the lens of love. I feel meditation could be very helpful for you when it comes to witnessing these thoughts. And the universe is saying, imagine your thoughts. When you have a thought come to you, imagine placing it on a river and letting it go in the river. It's almost like witnessing, becoming the witness to your thoughts is something that's coming through. And I actually feel really called to read this card out of the book for you. I feel like it could be helpful. So we'll hold it up, that way you can see it. Think of the eagles flying high above the other birds, soaring on the wind. Eagle Spirit has appeared to ask whether you're willing to soar to new heights, even if that means solitude for a short while. Truly, all the wisdom of the world is available to you. When storms flash across the sky, it is Eagle Spirit that raises you above it all, helping you conquer fear and overcome adversity, reminding you that Spirit has your back and wants you to experience life at its fullest. At this moment, you are meant to know that you have the highest of wisdom and courage within, gifted to you by Spirit and all the angels. Boldly build your nest in a lofty space and know that now you can fly effortlessly, proudly embodying Eagle Spirit in all her glory and grace, claiming what is truly yours in divine timing. And that's something that I feel was coming through, the universe saying, you have all the answers. The wisdom you seek lies within. You could resonate with being some sort of seeker or somebody who is always trying to know things and learn things, especially about yourself, but also about other people. And it's interesting that mirroring was coming up in the very beginning, because we can learn a lot about ourselves through what other people mirror back to us. And I feel like you may have been doing a lot of that, learning about yourself through other people. I feel like the universe is really encouraging this introspection of you at this time as well. But also I feel this strong urge to go out and hang out with people and have fun and connect with the world. This could be through social media, this could be through your community. This could be through traveling to a new place, experiencing new things. I also feel like affirmations could be very powerful for this group as well. You know, I am on the right path. Everything I want wants me. I have all the answers I need. And with this like image of this like pin here, I feel like the universe may have been encouraging you to journal as well, reflect on your thoughts. But I feel just this strong balance here that the universe has been encouraging you to not go too deep down the rabbit hole and to remember to, you know, ground in reality as well. And I feel like you guys could really be dreamers. But I feel the universe is also encouraging you to ground your energy into this present moment, this current moment. And I also feel if you've been, I just feel strongly drawn to maybe the universe may be encouraging you to watch comedies, funny movies, funny things, and connect with also things that you watched in your childhood as well. Shrek is something that's specifically coming through. And just learning to laugh and have fun and let go. I feel like you guys may have been drawn to another group as well. And I do feel like this group does have this feeling of responsibility, that they're responsible for certain things, for certain people. But the universe is saying your state of consciousness is the most important. We're going to go ahead and draw a, we're going to flip through this book and get you a quote or an activity, whatever comes through from the universe. What has the universe been trying to tell pile number 3? Okay, so we have October 11th and October 12th. Those could be significant days. We also have Thich Nhat Hanh and Mother Teresa. Those could be significant people for you. But this says, it's very important that we relearn the art of resting and relaxing. Not only does it help prevent the onset of many illnesses that develop through chronic tension and worrying, it allows us to clear our minds, focus, and find creative solutions to problems. So the universe could also be encouraging you to relax, to rest. We did have Be Still come through for you. And then on the other side, it says, without patience, we will learn less in life. We will see less, we will feel less, we will hear less. Ironically, rush and more usually means less. Interesting. So I feel this message of being patient coming through for you as well. And I just saw 16:16 on the clock timer. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below. Please subscribe as well. It really does help the channel grow, and we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye!